in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Once again, it's Swift.
Shifts by at the 15. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Goff. Out to his left. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Trying to find Jamison Williams.
And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Here are the Lions Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Steps away. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Remain for second down. They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Love looking to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The Lions at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On second down, Swift. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Love. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Love. Open man, here is Cobb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Love to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some space here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. Here's Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
For the Lions field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action this time with Love.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On that last play, here's 2nd and 4.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. Touchdown! Randall Cobb. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 18, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw.
Right side to Williams.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Goff on 1st down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 50, it's gone.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 27, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
From the 35 on second down, Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, here comes Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a first down throw. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
One last throw here for Goff. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. He's at the 50, 30,